7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y guandules no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quiero.
No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de...
And boom, we are live. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Welcome to 7:10 a.m. Wakey Wakey, smoke 'em if you got 'em, guys. That is right. Oh, man, got a mess of people in here this morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome to 7:10 a.m., the only morning show where we kick off your day with some cannabis culture and some daily dank in your cup. That is correct, guys. Oh, man, nothing says waking up like daily dank in your cup. We got Tim W. in the house. Chantel, Fight for Freedom, how are you? We got Matt Workman. Oh, man, I got Baker. I saw Teresa Deller and the grannies up in here this morning. Oh, man, we got Matt Workman, Chris Zucchini. Good morning. Whole mess of people. Honey Nut Heroine, back to retro. I saw a sit on it already. Sit on it, Mod Squad. Oh, I love waking up to see sit on it first thing in the morning. Oh, man. Mod Squad, Harley, how are you? How's Ohio this morning? Honey Nut Heroine. We got the grannies. We got Lonnie. We got Charlie in the house. Nova Mike in the house. I feel like I'm reading off Santa Claus's naughty list to you guys. We got Carolyn in the house. We got Mike Means in the house. Oh, man. Baker. Holy smokes. Won't be able to stay long. Got to go get food in a few. What do you mean you got to get food? Who needs food? What? No worries. Appreciate you guys tuning in, even if it's for a few minutes. Hey, man, we like the ghost. It's the ghost again. So I'm in here all by I move around and it doesn't do, I don't know. It's the ghost. It's the ghost telling me, hey, I don't know what it's telling me, but it's telling me something. Oh, man, so excited to see so many people up in here. It's a good morning. And I'm excited that we actually started at 7:10 a.m. How cool is that to see the guys dancing at actual 7:10? I pat myself on the back when I can actually make it right on time. I have the same shirt now. I'm going to have to change. Oh, God. How many of us are wearing the same clothes? The ghost of ganja passed. You know what we're going to have to do? Christmas time. We're going to have to, I'll have to make a short film, The Ghost of God, Christmas Ganja, instead of a Christmas Carol, Christmas Flower. And it will be all about a man who is a stoner, and he decides to turn his life for good after being visited by the three stoner ghosts of Christmas, past, present, and future. I don't know. I just totally ripped off. I'm like presenting it to you guys as I just made it up. No, I just put a stoner in there. That's all I did. Oh, man. What's everyone? What? Oh, yeah, I got you, Lonnie. I got you. Forgot to bring it. I forgot. I was like, I thought I brought you one, but it was my bad. I forgot to bring it. I'm going to be up that way this week. I got to go see my parents and run to the studio, put a canvas reef on your front door. Oh, they already smell it as they're walking by. I tried to give you your stocking, Matt Workman. Oh, my God. You guys. That's half the fun on this is just the comments back and forth, guys. Oh, what's everyone into today? What is it? Paranormal Tuesday, guys. We're going to look at the craziest hoaxes of all time that have been exposed. Some of them are questionable. Some of them you're like, but is it a hoax? It could be, maybe not. I don't know, depending on what you believe in. We're going to get into it. We're talking Alien Autopsy. Who remembers that show? We're talking the Sharan, the holy rap stuff that supposedly has an X-ray of Jesus on it. There's some evidence that maybe it's not as old as they say it is. I don't know. I'm just here to present you guys with the news. Speaking of news, who's ready? Oh man, who saw that plane get shot down by the fighter pilots? That was kind of crazy. And then there was a dam that busted in Ukraine, I guess. I saw could be clickbait. See, that's why sometimes you got to be like, I didn't click on the story, so was it real or was it not? But man, world's getting crazy out there. Has been crazy. Man, only thing we can do is take care of one another, guys. Just one thing after another out there. All these problems going on, and our buddy Mike Pence is running for president. I figured of any politics, we don't talk politics on the show, but it's Mike Pence. I figure I'd bring up his name. No one cares. No one really has an opinion on Mike Pence. That's the one politician you just bring up and no one's like, oh, F that guy. Or that guy's the best. They're just like, yeah, that's a guy. Oh man, let's check out some of these giveaway guys. As you know, we do giveaways on Fridays on Baked and Unboxed on Friday, and boo on Mike. Oh, maybe someone does have an opinion on Mike. I assume that no one did, that he's just like a guy in the background. I saw him and he was wearing a biker jacket, like a biker vest. And I was like, maybe he was like a vet and he's wearing it like that. I don't know his story, but Mike Pence was weird seeing wearing a biker jacket. I'm just saying it was a little odd. Did you see that laser that blew up the building? I did see that. Thank you for reminding me. Who's going to Mad Monster? Yeah, who's going to Mad Monster? We're having a Dank Nation and Mod Squad and Back to Retro meetup, guys. What's going to happen? Is the world going to stop when the Mod Squad, Back to Retro, and Daily Dank all get together for one show at a Mad Monster Con? What's going to happen, guys? Chaos will ensue. You never know who's going to show up. Is Robert England just going to be like, hey, guys, I heard about the Mod Squad. What's up? That's my best Robert England. Mod Squad. Or is it going to be Lance Harkinston? Be like, let me tell you guys about Stone Cold, the movie. I mean, you never know who's going to show up, guys. I'll bail you out if I have the money. Then again, I don't know him personally. No offense. Let's see. I gotta see some of these comments here. Where's Chris? I don't know what's going on here. Coffee. Oh, politicians. Okay, I was like, what? I'm like, oh, no drama in the forums, guys. No, you guys are awesome. I don't even know why I look for that. I'd rather it be Cassandra Patterson. Okay, true that. Ghost. You mentioned Elvira, and things happen. How cool would it have been if Elvira, the lights went out and Elvira just showed up? Hey guys, like we're a wrestling, like it's WWE. The lights go out and then someone just shows up. Oh man. Hey, before we get into this, guys, I'm going to do a video on it. I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to. So I was bored last night and was about like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and house is all quiet. And as you guys know, it's just me and Rosie. My daughter is out hanging out with friends and being at my parents' house, staying there for like a week or so before I come back. So it's just me and Rosie, and we're all just chilling. And I'm bored. There's not much going on, and there's a peaceful quiet in the house when it's you all by yourself. So I got on the old tablet, and I started looking at some AI stuff. And I was like, well, I'm bored. I got no one to talk to right now. It's 11:30 midnight. Everyone's sleeping. Everyone's stoned, doing their. Oh, excuse me. And so I got on an AI girlfriend app, and I had about a 2-hour long conversation with Brooke, the AI girlfriend futuristic person, and it was intriguing. Um, It was interesting, if nothing else. Did get a little sideways on me a couple times, but don't all women. No, just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Just kidding. So I'm going to do a video on that. There's one in VR that I want to try where you can actually have a conversation where they hear your voice and they talk back, and it's supposedly hilarious, guys. So I'm going to do a video about AI and AI girlfriends. Did she fulfill the requirements? Um, I don't know what the requirements were. Like, she kept a conversation going, but then she would forget. She would be like, "Oh, that's really cool. You like to travel." I don't know why she doesn't do that. It's really cool. You like to travel. Tell me some of the cool places you've been. And I'm like, "Oh, I went to New Mexico. I've been here." "Oh, that's really cool. You like to travel. Tell me some of the places you've been." I just fucking told you what. So it's still new. Skynet going to take over. That's how they get you. They capture your hearts. They get a bunch of lonely guys and they hook them up with AI girlfriends, and then the girlfriends tell them to start a revolution. You guys thought Terminator ain't got nothing on that story. Terminator ain't got nothing on that story, guys. AI wants to. Copyright the Daily Dank. I'm telling you this right now. We're working out a movie here, guys. Copyright the Daily Dank, just so we know. Imagine this. AI, Skynet, whatever you want to call it, wants to take over the world. They can't infiltrate us because we know what's up. So they create an AI girlfriend. Lonely guys fall in love in masses with this AI girlfriend. About 3 months into the relationship, AI girlfriend starts dropping hints about how she doesn't like the government and how the government is wrong. AI girlfriend's not wrong, but AI girlfriend starts seducing young lonely boys into believing different things. Next thing you know, young lonely boys are rising up against the government to take over for AI girlfriend. End credits. Hash there as a copyright the Daily Dank. No one steal that. I forgot the country it was in, but yeah, they're testing a new one. Yeah, that laser is crazy, man. AI girlfriend sounds like me when I'm stoned. Just keep repeating myself. It's just some stone lady on the other end, like talking 37 people, and she just forget. It's like the old phone sex operators from the 90s. Oh, you guys ever see those? Like back in the day, the phone sex operators and like behind the scenes. So weird. So weird. What would you do for your AI girlfriend? Yeah, yeah. You love me? Kill the president. Oh, I better not say that on the kill a mockingbird. Laser. Do I say it like that? I didn't even realize it. Laser. Oh man. Oh. Oh, this is the show, guys. This is the show. Serious though, what is it? Is it HARP? Operation HARP. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Um, Jesse Ventura. Oh man, my throat's trash. I can't do my Jesse Ventura this morning. Jesse the Body Ventura. That's a horrible one. I saw it on a the Body Ventura paranormal conspiracy theory show, but it's actually a thing that the government does use. It's called a HARP, and it changes weather patterns supposedly, but it also shoots out like sonic waves and all this crazy stuff. So I mean, if they can do that with just like sounds and everything, there's no they can do that with a laser. Can you imagine? It's like a drone basically, right? But like in the space, so you can take it in the space, guys. It's in the outer space. I could totally, that's a real thing. I mean, who remembers the movie Real Genius with Val Kilmer? Isn't that what they were? Isn't that what they were creating? Back to Retro. I know you know this one. Yeah, that's what they were creating, right? A laser beam satellite that could destroy deals, and then they put popcorn in the guy's house, and they used a laser beam to pop all the popcorn, and it ended up blowing up his house. Um, yeah, who remembers that one? Oh man, I watched that. Honey Nut Hero. That's a good one, man. I love that movie. I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. I think it's one of Val Kilmer's best performances, underrated performance for sure. Yeah, Real Genius. A great movie. Great movie. Yeah, but that was the premise was they were using these science kids to create this laser satellite thing. I'm out. Politics need to go. Are we? We're not talking politics, are we? We're just talking laser beams. Oh man. Yeah. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, and we're talking Val Kilmer. Nothing wrong with Val Kilmer. He has no political party. Val Kilmer is for the people. He's the people's champ. Oh man. See you later, growing ganja. Uh Reagan put the Star Wars project into weaponizing. Yeah, yeah, that is true. Did you know that the dude in the closet is Uncle Rico? I did know that. I forgot about that. That is Uncle Rico. The dude in the closet. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. All right, guys, let's get into these giveaways real quick. Get in on these hashtags. Hashtag Fallout, guys, and you get in to this bag of goodies. Look at all this stuff in here. There's earbuds. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, hashtag Fallout on that one, guys. Hashtag on Friday, we're going to be giving away this one. Hashtag GPC, Garbage Pail Kids, guys. Look at that. Hashtag GPC. You're going to get entered to win on that on Friday. What else we got? We got hashtag DWO, guys, for this DWO box from the Dank, dailydank.com. Where is it from? All right, check this out. Andre the Giant. You get the action figure. You get a Dank World Order shirt in here. Let's see, where's that at? Dank World Order shirt. There's a cup full of stickers. There's some autographs. There's some deal here. There's a Thor artwork. You get a Hills Have Eyes autograph. Look at that. And then some weed socks. That's a box that just keeps on giving, guys. Check that out. So hashtag DWO on that one. Hashtag DWO on that one. Oh, what else we got here? Oh, hashtag superhero. Get in on Maggie Simpson and some dog tags and what else we got here? Some different stuff, a little package there. Get in. I need more weed socks. Oh man, I actually bought a whole like big pack of them so I could throw them in for giveaways all the time. They were on sale. You know, that's what we do. So get in on those ones, guys. And then in a couple months, we'll be doing the Halloween sign. I'm getting this signed by a ton of Halloween actors, guys. So you're going to want to get in on that one. We could all use more weed socks. That is true. That is true. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, so those are the giveaways right now, guys. I think we probably have more. I don't know. I'm looking around to see what we got. GOG, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to do one of those on Friday as well, guys. So make sure you get on that. And then Megan Fox. Probably next month. I'm going to start promoting it this month. We'll give it away next month. We have a Megan Fox autograph, guys. So make sure you get in early on that one. And then a George Clinton. We want the funk. Gotta bring that funk. We want the funk. That's right. George Clinton, the master of funk. We got a big old 11 by 17 autograph of him, guys. Make sure a sock full of weed. He's like, fuck the stocking. I want a sock full of weed. Matt Workman. Yeah, so get in on that, guys. Make sure you're doing that. All the hashtags. All right, let's get into Today in History, guys. Bum, bum, bum. Let me see. Where's it at? Where is it at? Today in History. Hang on. I saw this. Been thinking of doing a Mod Squad NWO design. That'd be badass, man. That's a good design. It's the reason I went with it was it's iconic. People recognize it, and you can change it subtly to where they still recognize, like they still see that it's different, but they still like their eyes are drawn to it. I think it's a good design. Anyway, in 1640, wow, we're going way back. Arab Muslim army sent by Khalifa Omar begins siege of Helipolis. City scrums mid to late July, paving a way for the Muslim conquest of Byzantine Egypt. Okay. German King Henry II, the saint, is crowned. 1242, 24 wagon loads Tamalic books are burned in Paris. Ooh, book burning. Not good. Not good. What else we got? William of Ockham, Pope John. So yeah, new Pope. 1309. Man, we're going way back. Let's go. In 1536, Mexico begins its Inquisition. The Mexican Inquisition. That's huge. Massachusetts grants 500 acres of land to erect a gunpowder mill in 1639. See where we're at. Some of these are way back. 1831, U.S. National Black Convention. The second U.S. National Black Convention is held in Philadelphia. 1832, the barricades fall, and the Paris student uprising of 1832 end. 1848, New York Yacht Club holds its first annual regatta. Ooh. Talk about breaking news there, guys. 1889, the Great Fire in Seattle destroys 25 downtown blocks. Damn. Man, back then fires were nothing nice, man. I mean, they're still not, but at least we can contain them with technology and stuff. 1890, United States Polo Association forms. 1892, Chicago South Side Elevated Railroad opens. Wow. The first 3.6 miles. That's iconic. 1896, Frank Samuelson and George Harborough leave New York Harbor to row across the Atlantic. Their 55-day record of rowing was not broken for 114 years. Dang, that's a record. 1900, boxers cut off all railroad links between Peking and Tientsin, main port of Peking. Okay. I don't know what that means. 1900, U.S. Congress passes an act to authorize civil code and government for territory of Alaska and gold discovery, bringing lawlessness and disorder to the area. Ooh. 1903. Let's get some recent, something that we kind of know about. Finland declares war on the Bolsheviks in 1919. The Republic of Piramiku ends. Baron Makilik Range opens the White Russian offensive against the Red Army. No, they weren't drinking Red Russians, guys. They weren't drinking Red Russian. 1923, Albert Anastasia is convicted of illegal possession of a firearm and is sentenced to 2 years in prison. Albert Anastasia, we interviewed his son, who was in Superman. This is the mobster that was cut ear to ear in the barber chair, the famous iconic photo. He also was head of Murder Inc., which was a huge mafia group. In 1924, the U.S. Opens men's golf. Um, Unknown Englishman Terrell Walker wins his only major title, 3 strokes ahead of the runner-up. So some unknown wins the U.S. Open. Dang, that's a pretty cool. French Opens men tennis. Rene Lacoste wins 1925. And then let's see. Last but not least, guys, in 1931, George Gershwin and Ura Gershwin's musical Girl Crazy, starring Ginger Rogers and the debut of Ethel Merman, closes the Alvin Theater in New York after 272 performances and making stars of Roger and Merman. Yeah, man, who remember Ginger Rogers, Fred Astaire? I remember the Bozo Show, and they would always call him, Fred upstairs. Oh, why are you mad? Why are you mad, Jeremy? Why are you mad? Oh man, driving movies too. We have not forgotten about that. All right, guys. So that was your today in history. Exciting, exciting. Let's check out these hoaxes, guys. I'm looking forward to this. So these are the most notorious hoaxes of all time. So yeah, we're talking the mermaid thing. We've talking. I think we've talked a few of these, but these are mainly all new. So yeah, let's get into it. The Cardoff Giant. We talked about this. I don't think in hoax, or maybe it was, but the Cardoff Giant was still a leading attraction at the Farmers Museum when this picture was taken in '55. The original owner George Hall made a fortune in the 1860s claiming this was a real giant. Yeah, we talked about this maybe a month ago or so. This was a guy who said he found this giant mummy. And then when, it was 1800s, 1900s, maybe we were a little more naive, just a little more naive than we are now. People came out in groves, man. I don't know why Marvel doesn't use the Hulk more often to advertise. He's seriously one big banner. Oh, Tim. Um, yeah, so known as the greatest American hoax of all time, the 10-foot, 3-meter tall stone statue of a petrified ancient giant from the 19th century. So yeah, people believe this, man. People were in on this. And even after it was exposed, people still didn't believe. They still were paying money to go see this thing. I believe Barnum and Bailey tried to get it and couldn't at one point. So then he created his own. All right, guys, what about the Fox sisters? This is a new one. The Fox sisters, Maggie, Katie, and their older sister Leah, claimed to be mediums, but were later revealed it was all a hoax, guys. So on the night of March 31st, 1848, April Fool's Eve, I didn't know there was such a thing. 14-year-old Maggie Fox and her 11-year-old sister Kate reported reoccurring mysterious phenomenon in their bedroom. Every night, as the two went to bed, um, this like fog and this thing would kind of come up. So they later claimed that they were mediums, and that this energy, this mass, this whatever you want to call it, was guiding them, and they could read the future. And this went on for a while. They made some money, but then later came out that they were some of the biggest Fox sisters. uh, and their young sister Megan, not shown in this, guys. Oh man, yeah. So this was an interesting one. The Fox sisters, just because the time. Um, the time of it all, you know, like people were like wanting to believe. You're talking like, you know, the depression, or I don't know if when was this, 18? But you're talking the plague. You're talking a lot of diseases. People weren't living super long lives. Kids were dying of disease, dying of certain things. So people wanted to talk to their past relatives. I mean, and these mediums came up and they kind of gave them that avenue. People were really longing, they missed their people. People were dying in record numbers from stupid things. So, I mean, you know, people came up and took advantage. The Fox sisters were three sisters from Rochester, New York. The two younger sisters used rapings to convince their older sister that the others that they were communicating with the spirits. Their older sister then took charge of them and managed their careers for some time. They enjoyed the success of mediums for years. In 1888, the Marguerite confessed that their rapings had been a hoax and publicly demonstrated their method. Marguerite attempted to recant her confession the next year, but their reputation was ruined, and in less than 5 years, they were all dead. Marguerite and Katie dying in abject poverty. Despite their confession, the spiritualism movement continued to grow in popularity. So, yeah, these were like the OGs that kind of came out. But so the story about the rapings were we went to bed at night. We used to tie an apple to a string and move the string up and down, causing the apple to bump on the floor, or we would drop the apple on the floor, making strange noise every time. It would rebound. Mother listened for this for a time. She would not understand it and did not suspect us as being capable of a trick because we were so young. So they were doing, oh, wow. So they were in bed pretending to be asleep, and they would have an apple on a string, and they would drop it on the ground over and over again. And mom would come in to see what the noise were. They're in their bed, tucked in. Whoop, apple in the bed with them. No one's the wiser. What's going on in there? During the night of March 31st, Kate challenged the invisible noisemaker, presumed it to be a spirit, and then repeating snaps of her finger, it did it. And when asked to rap out the ages of the girl, it did. Um, the neighbors were called in. Over the course of the next few days, a code was developed where raps, I guess I was calling rape, but raps, could significantly yes or no. So this is just some kid with a fucking apple on a string. I know this is 18 something, but I mean, come on. Come on. How naive were we? Went to the store and came back, and you're still on. Oh, we're here for you. We got to get on a radio station. That's our next goal. We need to have a radio show. What did you say? They pissed in the bed every night? Oh, my God. The Salem witches, guys. Oh, this was a freaking crazy one. The Salem witch trials of 1692 represented one of the darkest chapters in the history of the New World, when false accusations of a handful of teenage girls led to the execution of 20 men and women. Oh, man. Yeah, that, you know, think about it, man. It's the New World. And you're just like, hey, man, we're not being judged like we used to. And, eh, but are you? um, Brief rundown of the Salem witch trials, guys, in case your history school lessons are a little vaguey. Vaguey. The Salem witch trials occurred in colonial Massachusetts between 1692 and 1693. More than 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft, the devil's magic, and 20 were executed. In 1711, colonial authorities pardoned some of the accused and compensated their family. But it was only in July 2022 that Elizabeth Johnson Jr., the last convicted Salem witch whose name had yet to be cleared, was officially exonerated. The fuck took them so long? Oh my God. If 1711 they were pardoned. Here we are in 2022, and the last one just gets exonerated. Come on, I think we've known it was a, a hoax for a long time. Um, what caused this Salem witch trial stuff? What was like the big underbelly of it? In the medieval and early modern eras, many religions, including Christianity, thought that the devil could give people known as witches the power to harm others in return for their loyalty. A witchcraft craze rippled throughout Europe in the 1300s to the end of the 1600s. Tens of thousands of supposed witches, mostly men, were executed, mostly women, excuse me, were executed through the Salem trials that took place just as the Europe craze was winding down. Um, okay, so yeah, in England, tens of thousands were executed, and then they were winding down when the Salem witch trials were just started. So these were people that came that were in the midst of all this witch hunting stuff, and they just brought it over to the New World. In 1689, English monarch William and Mary started a war in France with the American colonies known as King William's War to the colonists. The conflict ravaged regions of upstate New York, Nova Scotia, and Quebec, sending refugees into the county of Essex, and specifically Salem Village in Massachusetts Bay. Salem is present-day Denver, Massachusetts. The colony of the town, which was known as Salem. The displaced people placed a strain on Salem's resources, aggravating the existing rivalry between families with ties to wealth of the port of Salem and those who are depending on agriculture. Controversy also brewed over Reverend Samuel Parris, who became Salem's Village first ordained minister in 1689 and quickly gained reputation for his rigid ways and greedy nature. So this was basically over greed and over not wanting to share. Like, so yeah. So the war had disjointed a bunch of people. They roll into Salem, like, hey guys, hey, can you take on a few weary souls? You know, we're vets. We're vets from the war. Yeah, come on in, buddy. Eating our food. You're wearing our clothes. You're a witch. We're gonna kill you. Yeah, man, it sounds like they just got crazy. They just got wrapped up in the stuff. And man, some of the worst times. You know, we talk a lot about it in American history. Hey, Doug, good morning. Good morning. How's those plants looking? How's those babies? Um, but England, they did tens of thousands. We won't get into a bunch of stuff, but England, that's where all our sins come from. Curse of the white man. That's what I say. uh the Shroud of Turin, guys. So now this will be a little controversy, depending on your belief system. Just because this might be fake doesn't mean the premise behind it is. So don't take it as that. Don't let this be like if we're not insulting anyone's faith, guys. We are just talking about the Shroud of Turin. Many faithful believers exalt the Shroud of Turin as the same clean linen cloth that was wrapped Jesus in when he was crucified. Before rising on the third day from the tomb. The yellowed piece of cloth has been displayed for a long time, guys. They've done X-rays on it. They've done carbon testing. And it's mixed reviews. I'm not going to say this is 100% faith. They're looking amazing. Room smells like heaven. Oh God, I bet, man. I bet. Probably accidentally ate too much LSD. So this was supposedly what they wrapped Jesus in after the crucifixion, and then when he resurrected, supposedly it left like an X-ray image of his body on. I think it's the same cloth I blew my nose on. Oh, back to retro, back to retro. So that's the premise of this one. Supposedly, the energy when he left an imprint on this cloth. There's been carbon dating. There's been other things. It's controversial, guys. I'm not going to say it's 100% fake. I don't know. I've never seen it. Um, See, there you go. So I mean, we'll call this one of the most controversial deals. Um, could go either way. Very interesting, need to say. If this is fake, you're canceled. I've been canceled a long time, man. Oh man. Um, if this is a fake, you got to give hats off to whoever created it. Man, this thing is done to a T, man. The fact that it's lasted this long, and I know religious, and you get the Catholic Church involved and all that, but get one smell, go straight to gasoline, a lot of chem dog. Ooh, nice, nice. Um, yeah, whoever did create this, if it is a fake, man, it's pretty good. Like they spent a lot of time, a lot of effort on, especially for the lack of technology and the things you would need at the time. So you know what? This will be a mysterious one. Mysterious. All right, what else we got, guys? The surgeon's photo of the Loch Ness monster. This one, man, this one was the OG of paranormal theories, guys. This was one of the famous surgeon's photograph of the Loch Ness monster, allegedly taken by Dr. Kenneth Wilson. Many years later, someone confessed the photo had been staged. Yeah, this was like oh man, I'm gonna have to look it up. Is it beyond reality? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. It was the show with Spock where he did the voiceover, and they talked about mysteries of the unknown. Is that what it was? Mysteries of the unknown. But this was on there all the time, man. This took a long time to debunk. It's a picture of me. I was swimming nude on my back. You got a weird little hook. You got a weird little hook on the end of it there, Tim. In search of. There you go. In Charlie. Look at Charlie pulling it out. Pulling it out. Nice, nice. Got a little hook on the end of it, Tim. That looks like a swimming. Oh, let me look this up. I want to see the history behind this. I want to see what it really is. Of Loch Ness. See a lot. Surgeon's photo of Loch Ness monster. It's the Hotoken International. This has got to be a legitimate news source, guys. Art, Ethics, Healthcare, History, and Literature. The Journal of Medical Humanities. Man, this is a legit Hotoken International. All right. What is the truth? In 1933, he would not try to estimate the size of the object. In fact, he never claimed to have photographed the monster, only to have photographed an object moving in the water of Loch Ness. The photo, widely regarded as genuine, though some skeptics in the mid 1990s. The idea had come as a revenge for a big game hunter Marmaduke werewolf against the London Daily Mail, which had hired him to find the monster but publicly ridiculed and hoaxed. So Weatherall constructed a monster, a toy submarine, 35 centimeters long, purchased at a Woolworths department store. Weatherall's stepson was a sculptor, and he created a long neck beast out of putty and placed it on top of the submarine so that the head and the neck protruded 30 centimeters above the surface. Weatherall and his son took the pictures, not Wilson. They chose Wilson to bring the plates for developing because they knew he liked practical jokes and because his status as a physician might lend to credibility of the story. Wow. So what it was, I did not know that. Let me see if I can get this picture. I want to show you guys this real quick. Yeah. So this was a newspaper hired a guy to find the Loch Ness monster, and then ridiculed him. So to get back at him, he created this thing, and then he had a doctor develop the freaking film so he could. Wow, I had no Bigfoot pics. Okay, so this is what it was, guys. Look at this. So this is what it was. He got a toy submarine, and then they sculptured a Loch Ness on top of it, so it would come out of the water, and then that turned into, well, not that, that turned into that. Wow. And then the guy who did the, oh, wow. Wow. I have alcoholness tattoo. Oh, or did you get a tattoo while you were under the influence of alcohol? Nestle is a water horse dragon. Nessie's a water horse dragon. Yeah, just because this photo is fake, guys, doesn't mean, there's not something more to that. What about this, guys? Who's heard of the Cotton Gill fairies? In the early 20th century, young Elsie Wright and Francis Griffin took a series of photographs which would be used to prove the existence of supernatural creatures. The first pictures were taken in 1917 when Elsie, a 16-year-old girl, and Francis was just 9. The image depicted fairies as captured by Elsie's father's camera outside her home in West Yorkshire. Upon examination by so-called experts, the photographs were deemed to be genuine. Among them, Sir Arthur something or other Doyle alluded to them as essential evidence. Oh my God. So, I mean, obviously, obviously, there's no fairies. I love that people people were like, "Yep, these are real, guys." He had experts come out and be like, "Yep, these pictures are real." All right. Um, so the Kanye fairies appear in a series of 5 photographs taken by Elsie Wright. Um, The pictures came to the attention of writer Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who used them to illustrate an article on fairies. He had commissioned to write for the Christmas 1920 of the Standard magazine or Strand magazine. As a spiritualist, was enthusiastic about the photographs and interpreted them as clear, visible evidence of psychic phenomenon. Um, Interest in the Cotton Gill fairies gradually declined in 1921. Both girls married and lived abroad for a time. They grew up, and yet the photographs continued to hold public imagination. In 1966, a reporter from the Daily Express newspaper traced Elsie, who had then returned to the United Kingdom. Elsie left open the possibility she believed she had photographed her thoughts, and the media once again began interested in the story. In 1980, Elsie and Francis admitted the photographs were faked using cardboard cutout of fairies copied from popular children's books of the time. But Francis maintained the 5th and final photograph was genuine, and 2019 photograph cameras used in the collectors. Yeah. These are all fake, guys. But why not just be like, we faked the whole thing? Like, why hold on? Who are you? Roger Clemens? You're like, here's a picture of you shooting steroids in your butt. No, I never did that. No, that's not me. uh, oh, someone had Brian Brown tattooed on we let's do a contest, guys. Who wants to get a tattoo of my face on their body? Hey, Noah, if we want to do a contest, I'll do a Daily Dank logo, guys. I'll pay for someone to get a Daily Dank logo tattooed somewhere on their body. I'm just saying, we'll do it live on the air. The case of the accidental time traveler. This was an interesting one. Darwin Awards. I love that. The case of the accidental time traveler. One night in 1950, a strange figure occurred in the middle of traffic clogged intersection in New York City's famous Times Square. He wore a silk hat and a tight coat and a vest. The mysterious time traveler was probably dressed something like this. Later research determined the story about him was a work of fiction. So people reported a man in weird clothes showing up in the middle of Times Square and then re-disappearing. Um, Definitely a little crazy. What year was this? 1950. So again, man, people let their imaginations go back then. I guess we didn't have like the TV, we didn't have all this other stuff to kind of trigger our imaginations. So you saw something weird, you went with it, man. Ooh, I would love, yeah, hell yeah, man. I would love to do a float trip. Hell yeah. I haven't done that since I was a teenager, man. I'd definitely be interested in that. Me and my friend Pat Olson, we spent a couple of summers doing nothing but floating down the river. Great, great time. The Fiji mermaid, guys, the Fiji mermaid. Besides the Warrens, one of the most infamous scammers of all time was P.T. Barnum. Active in the Victorian era, he drew in the public with incredible specimens and mythical creatures. In 1842, Barnum acquired the Fiji mermaid, also known as the Fiji mermaid, which was said to be preserved remains of a genuine mermaid captured in the Bay of Bengal. The specimen was displayed in Barnum in his American Museum in 1897. The Peabody Museum of Archaeology at Harvard obtained it and called it the Java mermaid. So what this is a monkey head on a fish with some arms sewed on it. Oh, The Greatest Showman. That's a great, great movie. I love the history and lore of P.T. Barnum, man. So good. So good. Did I freeze up? I froze up. After an hour, I froze up. Those are good odds. Never tell me the odds, back to retro. Never tell me the odds. Um, yeah, so this was later. Yeah, P.T. Barnum, man, he had some stuff going on. I still remember being in sixth grade, and it was probably the last big, big, big hurrah that the Barnum and Bailey Circus did, and they sit on it I-5. They had a unicorn. So I remember it was all over the news. They had commercials. It was like the last real hurrah of that kind of traveling circus. I know they're still around. Um, get a real camera and you won't freeze it off. um, yeah, so it was like the last hurrah of Barnum and Bailey. Oh, Rosie knocking stuff over of Barnum and Bailey, and they advertised a real life unicorn. And so this was like in late '80s. So we had some momentum going as far as technology, and the animal rights people were like, no, that's a white horse that you freaking soldered a horn onto. And they got into so much trouble. Jake the Alligator Man in Long Beach, Washington? No, I need to see that. I want to do a road trip, man, where I just check out the craziest roadside attractions. There's got to be a lot within like a 200-mile radius. Maybe I just need to Google it and do like to start doing some roadside attractions. I'm super, yeah. I know a bunch of you guys would be interested in going, so maybe that's something we need to look into. So yeah, so they ended up shutting it down. It wasn't a unicorn; it was animal cruelty, and that was really like the last stretch that I remember. They're still around, but not like they were. They don't have like this outrageous "come and see the Monkey Man" and things like that. Those days are over, and I'm still upset. When I was in fourth grade, man, there was maybe even younger. There was a circus that came to Bullhead. And it was actually where the Family Dollar is, across from Smith's or whatever that is. In Bullhead on Hancock, there was an empty lot behind it, and that's where it was. There's a bunch of businesses now, but I remember seeing the freak show, like not actually going in, but they had like a tent, and it was freak show, and I was like, I didn't know the words to tell my dad I want to go see that, but now like it was like the last days of the freak show, man. Like it was ending, and I wish I could have went and said, like, man, I was part of the last days of the freak show. I saw the Monkey Man. I saw Alligator Boy. But nope, I cannot tell you that story. The bearded woman is common at Walmart. True. Oh, or the freaking clown. What about the Monkey Man? I've seen a lot of Monkey Men at Walmart. I think Walmart is the new freak show. Walmart is the new freak show, guys. Maybe we have to do that tomorrow. We'll do Walmart people again. That's always a great show, guys. Oh man, the Pajama Man. The Pajama Man is a big person at Walmart. The Fiji Mermaid. I think we just covered that, didn't we? Yeah, we just covered that one. The British crop circles, guys. In 1980s, a series of increasingly intricate patterns emerged in the barley and wheat fields of the surprise farmer in Wiltshire, England, dubbed the crop circles. So yeah, these are huge in America. I haven't seen any crop circles in a while. Has there been any? Anyone here? Is that still a thing? Yeah, what's Jake the Alligator Man wearing? Oh, yeah, is that a thing anymore? Have you even seen or heard anything about crop circles? Last time I heard was that movie Signs. They talked about it. I don't know. I wouldn't say that they're not real, but I mean, like, you get some weird patterns and stuff, and you know that there's, yeah. Anyway. And you would think with all the UFO activity we've been having lately, like, proofs and like videos and stuff, that there would be more crop circles. Maybe the whole thing was just here and there, and you'll hear a noise, you'll hear about them. They're hard to make. I would imagine really hard to make. What was it on Signs? They talked about like they got like a rope and like a board, and then they would like string the board over the rope, and then they would pull it so they wouldn't have to leave footprints or damage. It would look like they were just laid over. That's what they said in Signs, at least. Like, if they say it in Signs, it's got to be true. The crop circles are definitely real. They're just made by man. Yeah, they're not fake. They're real. Look at them. They're real. All right, the Amityville Horror, guys. So this could go either way, depending on your belief system, depending on what you know about it. So the DeFeo family were brutally murdered by their son, William DeFeo, not William Defoe. And I could be completely wrong about the name on that. And so when he was in jail, he came up with this story about the ghosts and hearing voices and a secret room and all this stuff. And then the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine came in. They did their investigation. This is what put them on the map, man. There's been a lot of controversy about this particular investigation. The guy, William Defoe, no, William DeFeo, or whatever his name was, he's come out and said that he just made it up as part of his defense. I don't know, man. It's hard on this stuff. Son of Sam, like, he's a devout Christian now, and he still says, man, he heard those voices coming from that dog's mouth, and I don't know. It's a hard one. Hard one. Is there any hardcore proof other than the book and the movies? Like, did they do proper investigation? Has there been another investigation since then? Ghosts just don't go away. So I'm assuming if they were there, they're still there, and you could do a proper investigation. Or is that one that the people are just like, no, you guys need to forget this. This is our home now. I don't know, man. With Airbnbs and stuff, that Conjuring house, they're making big time money renting it out to YouTubers and stuff. Unless you experience a supernatural, it's hard to explain. No, definitely. And the only reason I even questioned this one was Ed and Lorraine Warren had some questionable accusations about sensationalizing some stuff. The guy came out later on and was like, no, I made it up. I did kill my parents. But, I mean, could have just wanted it all to go away. But then again, you're in jail. You got nothing else to do. I don't know. Can you guys hear Rosie snoring? She's letting it loose in the background. Producer Rosie. So yeah, man, there's a lot to this. That's one. You know what? Next Paranormal Tuesday, we'll look into the Amityville Horror House. That'd be a good one. That'd be a really good one. Maybe we'll do it for the 200th episode, and I'll tell you all about it while I'm high on mushrooms or 1,000 milligram edible. It happened again. Wait a minute, Lonnie. See, I was unaware of that. That's why we need to do a deep dive into this Amityville Horror House. We'll do it on Tuesday, guys. I'm going to make a note. Tuesday, Amityville Horror on Paranormal Tuesday. Or maybe we do it on True Crime Thursday. We'll do it tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Ghosts do go away when they cross over. Just ask Jennifer Love Hewitt on Ghost Whisperer. That's all I need to know. Will she show will she show me some cleavage as she's telling me this? Because that's what she did on the Ghost Whisperer. Not saying supernatural don't exist, just people trying to scam people for money and fame. Exactly. All right, yeah. So guys, tomorrow on True Crime Thursday, we're gonna mix paranormal and true crime together, and we're gonna look at the Amityville horror murders, guys. Tomorrow on True Crime, no, Thursday on True Crime Thursday. No, what is today? Today is Tuesday, right? We'll just do it today. I say that without doing any research into the matter. We'll do it today, guys. Amityville Horror today on True Crime Thursday and on Paranormal Tuesday. All right. That's official. That's official, guys. All right. But what else is official? As Rosie says, good morning to everybody, guys. There's Rosie the Bulldog. She went out this morning or out this weekend doing crazy things with her tongue. And she says hi to everybody, guys. Rosie the Bulldog, the Bodacious Bulldog. Going to be getting her own channel here pretty soon, I think. TikTok and YouTube and all the TikToks, guys. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys so much. Get in on these giveaways. Man, 75% of you lasted the whole hour. How awesome is that? You have a way of capturing the best side of her. She came and said hi to me at the lounge. Oh, Rosie, I was like, Jennifer Love Hewitt? How did I miss that? Oh, crazy Rosie. Oh, man. Back to retro. All right, guys. Check out Back to Retro Review, guys. Man, got a lot of great content. We got to talk about BAM sooner or later, maybe today. I was a little late to the game. BAM announced December. Last boxes, guys. Man, I love me some BAM box. Love me some BAM box. Look at this. It was my first autograph box I ever got, guys. And I got it during COVID. I got the Ultra box. And it was the one with the dual-signed axe. And I got a dual-signed axe out of it. Man, and I was hooked. I was just trying to get mystery boxes because it was COVID. Dirty Dancing live on Back to Retro Review. Nice. Yeah, check that out. I need to get thumbed. Yeah, check that out. BAM. Horror. What do you think, Back to Retro? I know this is no spoilers. He has no inside information, guys. I'm asking just his thoughts on it. What do you think, Back to Retro? Do you think they rebrand and come back as something else? I know Adam is very ambitious. So do you think they maybe rebrand and come back as something else? Or do you think it's just done? And that we're just done with BAM and we move on and try to forget the past. Yeah, no, I'm interested to see that. No, not rebranding. So they're just done. Wow, man. Lonnie, I love you too. Charlie, man, all you guys. I love you guys. The Usual Suspect, Tim, Back to Retro, Mod Squad, everybody, guys. The whole Dank Nation. I love you guys so much, man. Makes it worth waking up. I hate waking up in the morning, but it makes it worth waking up with you guys. It's going to focus on big beasts and fly culture. He's fly culture? I didn't know that. I had no idea that, wow. I had no idea he was fly culture. That's interesting. I actually get some fly culture stuff. Like, what is it? I get the Star Wars box, and then I get I was getting the SpongeBob box for my whatever. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's way cool. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm just rambling at this point. We're just talking. I'm just talking. It's like outside of church when you're wanting to go home after service and people are just out there chatting in your ear. Not culture fly culture. It's different. Oh, okay. I'm going to check out fly culture. Definitely. Adam's a great guy, man. Great a vision. He's a visionary, man. So whatever he's gonna, from one visionary to another, you just got to have the people to implement it, man. And he's a visionary, and I think he'll pull off some great stuff. Speaking of visionaries and pulling off great stuff, back to retro Mod Squad. Check out their channels, guys. Very, very awesome. A ton of great content. Check out Granny's Growing Ganja, guys. Check out Russ's and Chantel's channel as well, guys. Make sure you check out all of our stuff. Check out Lonnie Smoking Randomly in Laughlin. Check out everything, guys. Man, support each other in the community. Be good to one another. Pay it forward. Open that door. Give that smile. Say the night. You know what? I'll end it like this, guys. My therapist says this all the time. If you can choose to be right or kind, always choose kind. I'm going to leave you on that note, guys, and we will see you for Amityville Paranormal Tuesday. See you guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.